Hey Daniel, how's it going?
Good, Doug. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Right on. Hey, I want to answer your questions. I just wanted to state that I'm an honorably discharged veteran of the Coast Guard, and I'm really glad to be here. So fire away.
Oh yeah, no problem. Number one, what was your situation like before arriving at Unity Village?
Well, I escaped an abusive marriage, and with my disabilities, I was looking at being on the streets with the drug addicts out there on the streets, and that was not tolerable. So I got involved with the build, and here I am. Last summer, 2019, I got involved, and here I am.
Nice. Yeah, we're glad to have you. Do you feel safe at Unity Village?
Absolutely.
That's good. Do you feel like the staff of Homes Now has been responsive to your needs?
Every time, for sure. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm also fairly self-contained and self-governed, so I haven't had to call anyone, but I know that around here, when someone has needed anyone, they've been here pronto. So.
That's good. Yeah, and we do want to be as responsive as we can, because we want everything to work. So we don't have any interest in just being neglectful about it or anything like that. But yeah, do you feel that the village maintains stable operations without a board member on site 24/7?
Yes, I would like to say that I think that's probably one of the aspects that gives power to the individual here, is that they are allowed to govern themselves and be the upright person they have a chance to be. Now, we all have homes here. We all have our own tasks and duties and jobs, and so everyone's involved in keeping the peace here. And I think that's one of the things that allows that. The success of this is that we don't have somebody breathing down our neck all the time. I really do. I
Me
think
too.
it's empowering.
Yeah, and when before COVID hit, we did have someone here 24/7, and I would say that the one good thing about COVID is it kind of opened the door for us to try this, and I think it's been working better than having an on-site staff person, because when we were all the on-site staff person 24/7, it's kind of more like you're the manager, and people come to you with all their issues and they don't work them out between each other, and they expect you to work out their issues for them. And things have just improved immensely since that hasn't been the case. And of course, we're here whenever you need us, but and we come every day. But I feel like it runs better when you don't have like a babysitter personally.
Yeah, I think the opportunity to be an adult and govern your own actions is really healthy.
Well, and right, and when people get housing, when they get permanent housing, they're going to have to do that. They're not going to have a babysitter.
And and something I want to add, there's a safety factor here. We're a gated community with no drugs and alcohol in here, so out there's a lot more aspects that you have to face, and this is an opportunity to not be subjected to those threats is really powerful. It's a really positive thing to do and to have here. It's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. How many police calls have been made to the village since it opened in August of 2019, a year ago? Zero. Wow.
By members, anyone here, I have no idea what outside people are.
Oh, we've been told by the chief of police there's been zero calls, or if anyone has called as a complaint, it might have been like extremely minor or something, not like a crime, just a complaint about dog pooping across the street or something like that.
Zero.
Yeah. And so that kind of, I think that kind of makes the case pretty strong that it is safe down here. It seems like it's safer than some neighborhoods.
Well, I myself am really grateful. I was facing having to be on the streets, and last year I noticed, in a beautiful that beautiful park, so many beautiful parks, I see syringes in the streets. You get accosted by people who smell like fecal matter and are screaming at you, but they could be screaming at a telephone pole. But it's spooky out there, dude.
Yeah.
and it's not that way here. So you weigh the two, and this is it.
Yeah. What is daily life like at the village? What's the process here on how does it work?
Well, nothing happens until I have coffee. But it seems to swing okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the rumbling train, and there's the fecal plant next to us that wafts this way with its particulates. But barring that, it's a pick up a mess, pick up trash.
Adults taking care of themselves.
Washing your dishes, having breakfast at our wonderful post-apocalyptic barbecue shelter. It's groovy.
Yeah, I like it.
No, it's wonderful. Lots of flowers, hummingbirds, honeybees, birds, an eclectic group for sure.
Motley crew, yeah.
Yeah, oh, they're not so bad.
No, I
Every time I've recalled a couple of times when people have needed more than we had here.
Right.
And they've since been helped and are further along out of here.
Right.
So and that's how that works here. We're a small community, and sometimes people have more needs than this community can handle.
Right, because this is kind of geared more toward people that are able to take care of themselves, are totally normal like anyone else, but they just can't find affordable housing or
treading water on the streets with a semblance of honor and cleanliness and not being under duress is difficult. Out there, it's a mishmash of terrifying elements when you don't have the pretty house and the big yard to protect you from the ne'er-do-well, if you will, or the unfortunates who have adapted to the street life with misery and fear. It's no good. It's not healthy. And the people here, when they come in here, they're already trying to better themselves. That's no good for these people to be on the streets. They're not adept to being dragged around in the gutter. It's not good out there. And this is 100% better than what you're subjected to on the streets here.
Yeah, and I've noticed since I've been with Homes now, which is since 2017, and Unity Village has been open for a year. I've noticed that every single resident has improved and is doing better than when I first met them.
I've never lived I've lived on intentional communities, never in this particular environment. It's kind of tight here.
Yeah.
But as far as communal living goes, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
It really is. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
With a bunch of people that
are all different.
We're no longer strangers anymore.
Right.
After being around each other for a few months, we figure our ways out. We get along.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the public or anything?
Yeah. You know what? It's really great that there's something magical about the independence that comes with nonprofit.
Yeah.
There's a lack of that weird, sticky, bureaucratic espionage going on. It's nice knowing that it's people who are involved here from the outside are involved here because they care, because they want to be a part of what's going on. This is an opportunity to actually meet people who may not necessarily share the same social standing, but the people that are here are helping because they want to help, not because they're lining their pockets or buying a new car. They're here because they want to help. That's powerful. The success of a nonprofit is the example right here. Excuse me. I felt interrupted there, but I'm done.
I know. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, Daniel. Much appreciated. And
Peace, man.
yeah, peace.